This time of year, starting I think right before spring break, all the way through the end of summer, I'm usually gone a lot. We had a lot of trips planned. Starting with the week before spring break, Mason and I were supposed to leave for DC with his school, and then he and I were going to take a side trip to Philadelphia. And only a few days before we were supposed to leave, that got canceled because they were starting to have a few cases of virus pop up around the DC area. We were so disappointed. So I within 12 hours had a whole new trip planned for us, where he and I took a road trip through Tennessee to the Smoky Mountains. In hindsight, probably wasn't the best idea. We had a good time, but as we were there, we started seeing, stuff changing. Everything has changed so rapidly during that period. In fact, things were closing up as we were on our way home. And the minute I walked in the door, the first thing I did was shut down the store. That's how close to the wire we were getting back from our trip. But then, I know Jan Hurwitz was here. She's head of Rowan USA the day before Mason and I left for Tennessee. And we were talking about the upcoming retailers event that Jeannie and I were looking forward to attending in Boston with Rowan. The people from UK were coming over, including designer G. Hardwick. We're like, oh, we are so not canceling that. We will so be there. Yeah, well, that didn't happen. I don't know how many trips to market in Dallas and things I had planned, but the big one we were really looking forward to was our big cruise that we were taking to Alaska. I had a group of 20 people who knit and like people who knit. That's the criteria. We were going to go visit a muskox farm. We had this whole big trip planned. And as the days have ticked on through this deal, the end of July, we became realistically was not probably worth the risk, especially on a cruise ship at this time. Plus, the deadline was approaching quickly to pay for the thing. So I have spent a lot of time the last week getting that rescheduled. In fact, I was on hold, well, I'm on and off hold with Royal Caribbean for 3.5 hours the other day, getting everybody moved. So we are, excited. We're more excited about going next year than this year, to tell you the truth. It was a relief that we were able to do that, and it gives us something really to look forward to. The good news for those of you who are not signed up to go with us is they have now blocked off a whole new group of rooms for us on the ship, and we now can take more people with us. So if you missed out on our Alaska trip that we were taking this summer and thought, dang, I wish I could go, you can come with us next year. Face it, we're all going to need some fun trip to look forward to, and this is going to be a grand trip. Our Alaskan adventure, the dates are July 21st through 31st. I'll tell you what all we're going to do. It's not just hopping on a cruise ship. We have put together a whole adventure. We're going to start by flying to Anchorage. The next day, we're going to get up and go to Lazy Mountain, which is just outside of Anchorage. I have a friend and good customer who moved up there years ago and has been wanting us to come see her. And she is hooking us up with Kiviat Designs. This is the lady who dyes her own Kiviat. It's gorgeous. If you're not familiar with Kiviat, it's the underbelly hair from a muskox. You're only going to find it in Alaska and those parts of Canada where it's extremely cold. And it's a real treat. It's very luxurious and it's nice. It's going to be a neat experience. And then we're going to go and have a private tour of a muskox farm, which will be cool. And then the next day, we will take the Scenic Alaska Railroad, and we have the nice seats with the big window view, get breakfast, we're going first class on the Alaskan Railroad, the Scenic Railroad, and we're going to take that to Seward, where we get on our ship. And then the ship, is just going to go down the Alaska coast. I think we're going to go to by the Hubbard Glacier, stop in Juneau, Skagway, Icy Strait Point. I don't know how to say these words. Ketchikan, stop. Well, I'll have to learn that word before we go on our trip. Somewhere that starts with a K. Go through the Inside Passage, and then we're going to wind up in Vancouver. We we had a choice between Seattle and Vancouver, and Canada sounded more interesting to me. And while we'll be able to do some stuff in Vancouver while they're there. Some people are just staying the night and going back home the next day. Others of us have decided to stay an extra day in Vancouver. We're really looking forward to that. So it's about a 10-day trip. It's a lot of fun, and we're going to have a good time. If you are interested in going with us, they've got these rooms held, I think, through May 17th, but you don't have to decide by then. The rates they're quoting us right now are a little higher than we were paying last year, but I think by June, July, they'll start running some promotions. And even though we've already booked, we can just call back, and they'll reduce our rate to the promotional rate. All we have to do is call and ask. So I'd say if you are really thinking this may be what you want to do, I need to know probably by the end of August because I've got to start uh, blocking off hotel rooms. The trip we had planned to go on this summer, we learned quick that not only did hotel rooms fill up very quickly in Anchorage, Vancouver was even more of a problem than we anticipated. They had some big convention that was supposed to be in town. What the status is going to be next year, I don't know. It could be everybody's traveling and all the conventions are rescheduled and we're going to be fighting for rooms, or it could be everyone's, broke and afraid to go anywhere. So it's a crap shot. We don't know what we're going to get. So I'd say by August, we would need to know. We have, like I said, a group of 20. Some people are bringing their husbands. Some are leaving them at home. Mason's coming with us. I can't leave my kid at home. We have people from Oklahoma, Missouri, Arkansas, and even Washington State going on our trip. It is going to be a hoot. So if you think you're interested, go to news.swagnet.com. Look for our Alaska post. I will have the updated brochure. I've already updated all of our information for the 2021 trip, and that's what I'm looking forward to. My countdown's now another 365 days plus away, but we'll cope. Like I said, being locked down like this, it makes me sad that we're missing out on a lot of fun stuff, but all the trips I had planned looking forward to was actually kind of exhausting. It was just go, go, go. And so stopping like this, I think is kind of good for us. So when I am able to go again, it's going to be even better. I'm going to enjoy it so much more. So I hope you can come along.